Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm your host, KC. Today, we're going to be working on a little project on the KLR 650. What I have for you today is right here. These are windshield relocation spacers to move the windshield out away, and you can kind of tilt it up at a little straighter angle. These are from Amazon. Right there is the part number. They are Economical. These particular ones were $22.99. They had some lower priced ones and of course some higher priced ones. I just went with the one in the middle. They are CNC aluminum, basically, is what they look like. Flat on one side, machined out on the other. They give you these two threaded knobs, 4 little hex bolts there, 2 longer ones, and they do include a hex key, and of course they give you instructions here on what to do. So that's the stock setup right there. So it'll move the windshield out, and I believe you'll be able to tilt it up a little straighter like that, which this one is adjustable too as far as up and down. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. So hang out with me and we'll go ahead and see if we can throw this thing on. Stay tuned. Okay, we're going to get started on this thing. First thing you need to do is take your 4 mounting screws out of your windshield, which I already have 3 out. It's my last one. Make sure you don't lose your little rubber washers, plastic, rubber, what have you. Sit those down. Okay. Now, if you have good eyes, you may notice in the video, my stock brackets are a little bit wrinkled. I had messed with these before and kind of tweaked them a little bit to change my windshield. I probably should kind of lay them on the ground and smack them flat again. Hopefully they work for me here. Okay, now I got to get a Allen wrench and get in there. It's tough to get your T-handles in there. You can't get them in. See what I can find here. One's too big, one's too small. Gotta love it. That'll work. I hope I can make my stock brackets work, being they're a little bit tweaked. I should have replaced them with new ones and I didn't. We had some bad storms yesterday here in Pennsylvania. We were without power from 7 o'clock last night until 1 o'clock this afternoon. Lay that down there. Let's consult the instructions. Okay, I removed those. Step 3 is grab the new brackets. And it looks like we mount them with flat surface in, and we use these bolts that are supplied here. Okay, so I got this flat surface facing in, the pretty surface with all the details facing outward. So, how are we doing this? Like that? Okay. Now, I'm mounting it on the stock mount. You have, of course, 2 lower holes and 2 upper holes. I'm mounting this on the upper holes. Come on. Oh, for the love of God. Would you just go in like the hole is right there? Should be no issues with that going in. You may want to put Loctite on these, or maybe a lock washer. They do not supply a lock washer. I think I'm putting these on correctly. The photos, the drawings actually look, they're pretty clear. So I think I have this on correct. Oh my, what is wrong with me finding the second hole? Like, for God's sake, like it's right there. Drives me crazy. It's like you look and you hold it right there and it still doesn't want to go. Crank these in with the supplied little quality wrench. Get them to my torque specs. Okay. Get them torqued. Okay, those brackets on. Let's see what we got next. So take our original brackets and we use, looks like 1 long supplied bolt and the knob in the upper adjustment slot. So I'm going to take this and try to figure out which way this, so showing it on the outside of the bracket, the knob on the interior, like so. This is the long bolt they supplied. Got it started. I'm going to get the other one started. I like the idea of this adjustment knob, so you can just kind of adjust it at will. I would definitely suggest Loctite on these with the way this bike vibrates, but hopefully mine will not fall off when I'm cranking down the road at 60 miles an hour. I'm just going to start off with mine basically in the most uprightmost position. So if we don't have a set of Allen wrenches in your tool pack, you're probably going to want to throw this little one in your tool pack so that you have it. Now, like I said, I'm probably going to have a little bit of trouble lining up these holes in my windshield, and I tinkered with these things before. I'm actually going to let these a little bit loose up here, and maybe even that lower one, I don't know. This is a good time to clean your windshield up if you haven't cleaned it for a while. And get in all the nooks and crannies. Especially on the back. It's hard to get down in the back when it's on the bike. Okay, now you're going to want to grab your stock bolts. And I have to keep these all very loose on mine until I get them all started. Make sure your little washer is on there. Okay, and this one, you folks that have stock ones, this is going to go right on. I'm just having an issue because I tweaked those brackets in the past. So I'm having to pull and push and move around to get things started. But I think I have everything going. Got some scratches on there I need to buff off. Get these tightened up. And I do not have torque specs for these little guys. Just make sure they're snug so your windshield does not fall off. Okay, I'll be back here in a second and kind of show you what we got going on here. Okay, so there it is on the bike. I hope you can see it good. That is in the upright position right there with the bracket in the two uppermost holes. Now we'll slide this back. And that is back as far as you can put it with the adjustment knobs right there. I'm actually, at the moment, going to put it back up there. And of course, I will take a test ride with that and then see how it does as far as throwing the air up over my helmet. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can see that. Where'd he go? These stupid birds and hummingbirds. They come in the shop. Right there. They come in the shop with the giant door open. This big door here, the big opening. Now I don't have it up the whole way, but it's like they can't find their freaking way back out. But anyhow. So there you go. Here's a close look kind of down in here if I can get you a look there. That's how they look from the side. And your knobs for adjustment are on the inside of the brackets right there. And down here at the bottom right now, it's straight up in the air, there is probably a 1-inch gap right here along your headlight cover. The main thing is though, we will get, let me get a measurement maybe here too of, quit. Oh, you son of it. All right, I'm gonna sit this down for a second. Okay. Let's do, so I pulled too much out. Oh my God, hold on. All I want to do is make a quick measurement, that's it. From the top of the accessory bar, the round tube, that is 9, what am I doing showing you trees? I don't know, you probably can't see that kind of the way the light is in the camera. It is 9 3/4 inches from the top of the bar. Jesus, I can't find nothing right there. The top of that bar to the top of the windshield is 9 3/4 inches. All right, so we'll see how it works. For $23, I think it's going to work pretty good. I mean, it's a nice piece of bracketry. So we got it on there. I will take a spin on it. We're going to see how the buffeting it is and if it sends the air up over my head. I was pretty good with the stock windshield, but it would just, when I wear my helmet, it would just catch about my visor, give or take a little bit. So I'm hoping this kind of throws it up over now. Remember to like, subscribe, share, hop on your KLR, get outside.